Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm checking out my color, my lighting. I shouldn't have to do this every day, but when you do it at different times of the day, your lighting, my lighting is always going to be different because I'm in a, well, then that would be there. That's good. Well, maybe that'll just have to do. But because I'm in I've got windows right here. I'd rather have them behind me, but I've tried it practically every way, every which way in here for with lighting. And so we're just gonna see. I'm gonna play it by ear a little bit. What's irritating and what's not. Yeah, I definitely like the lower. That'll do. That'll do. So yeah, it's another day, April 30th. I'm Otter. Um, Coming to you under the hashtag streaming freedom, which is my handle or title because yeah, and it's copyrighted. It is my title. I wrote a book called Streaming Freedom and a long time ago, which has been lost in cyberspace for a long time because I tell you, if you're ever going to do a book, and now as soon as I start this, I get the drozzles. But if you're ever going to write a book, really make sure your publishing outfit is, what do you want to say, really solid and even better yet, if you want to go the extra step, is I would make I would make my own publishing becomes a self-publisher. You can do that. That way, you totally don't have to worry about it. And so, I hope I have volume. Oh, I really have volume, but I got a new speaker and I'm hoping that it works. Oh my gosh, if it doesn't, I'll be so bummed out. I should have done a test trial run. Oh, what do I do? How do I hear myself? How do I just stop this? And I just have to trust in faith. I got it plugged in, and it's just hardwired in. Oh, here, I think there's a mic thing, sound. It sees it in my computer as an unknown USB audio device. Yeah, well, and that's good. So I don't know if there's anything more I can do about that. I just don't like touching these buttons. So, like, clicking on stuff that, in any case, I was initially going to talk about one thing, but then I thought, I'm just going to give my opinion on the Erika Kirk thing and maybe some other things too, because I am, I do have an opinion. I think she was born into the life she's in, and her family goes way back in the lineage of it all with things that myself as a good old commoner person uh, could never fully understand, or would I even ever want to understand. Oh, I just hate this side of my stuff showing. I'm a bin person. You can see I'm a bin person. Okay. But anyway, I think that she was born into it. And family ties like that are super tight when it comes to that kind of thing. They're they're tight as can be. I guess in some respects, well, you could drag religion into it, but some families get so tight in with their religion and their church and the whole 9 yards that they it's it's their whole life. It becomes everything about their whole life. Everyone that they're involved with, everything they do, and everybody pretty much knows everybody or knows enough about everybody. And that was the way I was brought up, except it wasn't oh, I don't know what you want to call it. There's another mess. But it wasn't like, I mean, it was serious, but it wasn't like life or death serious. I mean, yeah, in the religion of itself, there was some life or death things involved, but that's only applicable. It was that was on those things were only applicable to other things, you know, based on other things that were contingent on scripture or, you know, super strict traditional idealizing ideology. Well, so there's so much of that was really glossed over in my life, in my youth, growing up in that. And I felt a strong sense of spirituality all the time, way more than I did with any of the religious stuff. The teachings, they didn't stick with me. We had to memorize half of whole books of stuff in order to get confirmed or whatever. And I don't remember none of that. And I had to memorize that. Oh my gosh, that was a job. For me at that age, I didn't care at all. I mean, about that, the religious end and or aspect of. So I'm just saying that, like, my experience with that was parallel to a lot of people's experiences with tra- traditional religion, the way we were brought up, whether Catholic or Lutheran or Protestant or whatever, or even the really more non-denominational families. But I think people like Erika Kirk, her family, what she comes from, they were into a lot of different things. And I think religion, I don't know how that ended up factoring into it all. I feel like it got used and gets used for some people. I've seen it up close, front and personal, with people who would use scripture to win an argument. And it was really off. It was just totally their own interpretation of that scripture. They weren't adding in like the whole story that was involved and what it really boiled down to being said. And they would do that, you know. Well, it's written. and then yada, yada, yada. Well, and some people, they'll just take one little segment and they'll turn it into this whole thing to justify how they're living their lives and whatever. Well, so I felt like this is what I truly felt like with this one person that I got really close to in an actual, very non denominational church and contemporary church. Um, I don't even like to call it, well, yeah, church means gathering, fellowship. So, yeah. So, it was a church. Well, uh, I felt like what I could see these people doing, they were hiding behind scripture. They were hiding behind the Bible with their whole lives and justifying everything that they did, including dirty deeds done dirt cheap, uh, for how they lived. I probably, I don't know if I did it or not. I wasn't that type of person. I didn't go around. I'm non-confrontational for one thing, and I'm not the type of person that'll go around. And although I did at certain points in throughout my life, I had become more zealous, um, zealful. I feel like sounds better. Zealful with what I considered my knowledge of scripture and this and that. And I would flout it about a little bit more. Tell people, I got a little more opinionated at times. But I don't know that I never wanted it. I never had that in my heart. I don't know if these people even know they're doing it. I mean, I don't even know if, I think some of them absolutely have to know. They have to know. But how can you say that? Can't say that conclusively. I mean, 100%. Because none of them that I ever knew would ever admit to faltering in any way, shape, or form in their commitment to God, so on and so forth. So, either way, and in any case, certain things I think get bought as a child when you're in that, and certain other things. What's this? Oh my God, something hanging there. I don't really like that there. Oh, I threw it on the cat. Toots. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. While she was sleeping so good. Well, what you can do? Oh, so, uh, so then you have that. You have that, the whole religious aspect of how, and everyone has different religions, and everyone is brought up differently, way differently. And I think families like Erika Kirk's was a way different thing that I'll ever know anything about, certainly. And a lot of it, just doesn't make any sense. When I follow along people who investigate her life, because it's interesting. I find it to be very interesting anyway, and not all the time. I'm pretty much Erica Kirked out at this point in time. And I feel like, a lot of acting has been going on along the way, the very unmarried way, the whole 9 yards of it. And it breaks my heart because, how it all came about is just, well, and I do think that Charlie would be alive today had he not gotten his life immersed with her family. Because she is not, I don't believe, she is so not, I don't believe she has any real autonomy, self sovereignty, if you will, at all. She's it's it's a clan. It's like a gang. It's like, you know, almost mobster esque kind of living that I feel she's in. And as well as I think and feel the same about the government. But a lot of that too, I want to get into another time because I'm already in 15 minutes and I need more coffee. And so I'm going to get some. But I'm doing what I said could happen in your life on in the keto lifestyle, that where you get so low on your shopping, your food, that you get to the point where you have to start eating, you know, icky stuff. Because now I'm a carb head. Now I just gotta so them net carbs. And I just found out how that even works, how you get your true net carb factor figured out. And what you do is you need to look at your carbs and your fiber minus your fiber from the carbs. Then you have, so if it says 8 grams carbohydrates and 5 grams fiber, well, then your net carb would be 3 grams of, not fiber, your net grams of carbs would be 5 or 3 grams. Yeah, this is also good for keeping your mind sharp, I have to say. Especially if you're going to try to do the math. Totally not my strong suit. But anyway, yeah, here's another one of my beautiful sunflower shirts. This one I'm going to leave alone. I'm not going to color it or nothing, or like I did with the other one in one of my other shows. I'll be wearing sunflower shirts all summer long because I love sunflowers. And now this has to go on, but I bet it's really beautiful outside. But I just want a little more air in here. I'm up some floors, and the humidity is the main factor all the time, and especially in an apartment. It's not like you can go around your house and open windows and get that nice breeze, and that's the one, I miss that. Oh, that's hot. So anyway, what else? So, see, I don't even like giving my opinions because I just feel worn out from doing that. But another thing is I got to turn my massager off because that makes me sleepy too. Well, or just so relaxed that I definitely got plenty of sleep last night. But so yeah, that's about all I can say about that anyway. Yeah, so like she's just in it. She's in it to win it, and I don't know, I it'll probably get pulled off somehow, as is what my prediction is. I think it's going to get pulled off somehow, and people are just going to get so tired of it all. And I don't know. You got some real heavyweight fighters in there um, as well. So there's that too. Well, I sure hope this new speaker works. I mean, it's acting like it's working. My button, my thing is going, it's moving. But I hope, oh God, to go through all this and then not have any volume would be a bomb dinger. A bomb dinger, Lou and Rue. Um, yeah, and I got to talk to family over the throughout the week more. It was more of a family week. I mean, between my sister and both of my younger grandkids. My youngest granddaughter, she's more into texting, and that's okay. But I actually got to talk to my oldest granddaughter on the phone, and I got to talk to my youngest daughter, and I'm always in contact with my oldest daughter. I'm always in contact with all of them in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to see my grandson today, if that all works out. I'm sure it will. So that's exciting. Those are exciting things. And anything else that I have to say, I can probably wait till next time because 20 minutes is a long time. And I don't know. How would you guys rate me as a storyteller of sorts, of a person, or how is what I put out there interesting? Or, I mean, oh, I think this one's pretty good. I'm going to go with pretty good, and that's that. Who gives? It's not up to me what I think, but yeah, it is because I wouldn't do this if I didn't care at all about. And we'll go into other things. I will. I want to go into. I want to talk about my opinion on the government and why the government is the way that it is. Next time. All right. Peace, love, joy, and hopefully some good old fashioned righteous fun. I love you. Bye for now. Toodles. And